G'day everybody. Well, it's about time I did a video. I apologise, I haven't been doing much recently. I've just been flat out with work. Just come home just too tired to be bothered doing anything. But today I just figured I'd come out here and just throw you guys and girls a quick video of what I've been up to and what's going on. A few fun projects happening, especially with Sirens, including a new tower I'm making. Got this the other day. This is the length of stage trussing, Truss or whatever it's called. I'm going to be using this as the main tower for it. It's 3 meters long, so I'll get a decent bit of height. I'm at the moment just working up working on a base plate for it, which I'm going to be using this old condensing unit, Kirby condensing unit mounting base. It's had a massive DWM semi-hermetic Copeland on it, similar to that bits of V4 there, which I also scored from work. Just a little bit smaller than that, but that was sort of here. That compressor's long gone. It was well and truly shot, wasn't worth keeping, so we threw it out. I just kept this base. Coil's also gone. It's a big, tall, twin fan condensing unit, probably for a supermarket or something. I'm not sure where that one came from, but figure the base plate would be good for the truss. I'm going to probably make up some half couplers out of some steel pipe, which I can then actually just weld straight onto this in the right position. These are just held on like that. You've got these little half pins which go through. And I notice these are actually tapered inside, so you can hammer them in and they'll stop these sliding out again. But those are what you can use to either join right angles or other pieces of truss too, because like I said, this is stage lighting truss for basically hanging lights on and all sorts of stuff in the theatre industry. But I just figured it'd be the perfect thing for a Siren tower, since it was dirt cheap too. You're looking at about $1,000 roughly for a piece of this, and I got it for about $250, so I definitely did alright. Made up a top plate as well for to actually mount the Sirens on. It's just triangular, so that'll goes on there like that. And just drill out the holes when I'm ready and should be right to go. And also, I know you've all been probably falling off your chairs when you saw this, but I did also get this the other month off eBay. This is a Klaxon SO4 120 volt wide area siren, notification, all that sort of stuff. Used in factories, and I've actually seen these in some of the smaller towns around Australia, especially up in the mid-north South Australia. These have a probably about a half-kilometre sound radius to them. I can definitely understand that. When I spun it up the other day, it was spun it up probably quarter speed, and it was loud enough to get neighbours' attention, so it's got a bit of sound to it. It's 8 ports, but I reckon it probably sounds roughly around a 16 port Sterling siren sort of sound. If you know the pitch that those put out, it's probably roughly around there. But yeah, it's pretty loud. It's going to be a lot of fun. So that'll be one of the sirens that will be going on the top of this tower when I get it together. So on to other things as well. Got some fan motors from work too. It's a very, very old one from made in Bankstown. Won't be able to get a focus on that label, but it's Brinsmead Electrical Industries, made in Bankstown. 220, 230 volt AC. Beautiful old evaporator fan motor. Came out of an old Coldstream cool room coil. This was in the indoor unit, and this was the one that was on the condensing unit for it, which I also scored the compressor for too, which I'll show in a second. That's made in Normandy, France, so it's sort of special. Both of these run just fine. There's nothing wrong with either of these, so it was really good to be able to score them. Should be able to find a good use for them at some point. But, progress on this, as you can see, got it all back together. It's looking fantastic. I'm ready to probably start wiring it and then find a spot in the garden for it. Got a nice spot just outside there. I reckon it'll probably do alright in. So yeah, I've also painted up the post for this as well, which I've got over here. Again, it's just steel pipe, but it came up really nicely. Almost looks brand new. So that's ready to, just got to work out a way to fit the ballast in, and that'll be ready to go together and go out in the garden, put it back into use. So yeah, stay tuned for vids on that when I eventually get time. And yeah, I'll show you that compressor as well while I've got the camera going. Having a clean up, getting rid of some of the junk. But that's it. It's a very old Coombs compressor. Right there. Coombs Hermetique. It's R12. It's probably 70s era at least. Not 100% sure. But we used to have an air conditioner that actually had exactly the same compressor in it as this one. So that's sort of why I decided to hang on to that. Got all the start and run gear for it too. I've just tied it all together. But, the reason it was bent is because it was actually leaking around the suction rotor lock. It was just oil was weeping out where it's all rusty, and there was just nothing they could do about that. They just decided to hoof it. And that one too suffered a really bad burnout. Yuck. Look at that. It's pretty grotty. That one I don't even think I'm going to bother pulling the pump out. Just throw that straight in the steel bin transfer station when we get down there. But yeah, plenty of other fun stuff happening. And I will get a video back up of this at some point. I'm able to shred e-scrap in it. So yeah, more vids of the hammer mill will be coming at some point. Can't guarantee when, but they'll be up there. Yeah, got that as well. Neighbour's been demolishing his house recently, so he just let me pull off a whole load of old light fittings, and got some roof tiles for burning stuff on, and all sorts of other things. So, up to 7 minutes roughly. I'll probably end this for now. And thanks for watching. I hope you all are very well, and stay tuned for more videos on all sorts of wonderful things when I get time. Thanks for watching, guys and girls.